What's going on, everybody? If this is your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbit, I'd like to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in, I still want to say welcome and give you a nice hearty thank you for always tuning in to Tim's Tidbit. And you are now tuned in to Mama, I Want to Trade. Yes, welcome again to another episode of Mama I Wants to Trade. This is a 3-part series that I'll be breaking down all of the ICT concepts that I trade. If you haven't tuned in to the first portion of the series in the lingo playlist, please go and tune into that. You are now in the price section of the series, the price section playlist, if you will. And without further ado, let's get into the very first one. The very first PDA we're going to be talking about. It shouldn't come as a surprise, but it will be, drum roll please, the mitigation block, as it says right there. The mitigation block. We have gone through the lingo portion, and in this part of the series, we're going to be going through the price section and finding bullish and bearish examples of each PD array so that you will understand what it looks like in price action. By no means will this have you ready to just go out and trade these PDAs tomorrow, but it'll give you an idea of what a bullish and a bearish instance of it looks like in price action, and then you can go back and back test and try to find as many as you can and back test until your heart's content. Now let's get moving, Bob. The mitigation block again. Y'all remember this side look familiar from the lingo playlist. Just let you know that the mitigation block, it is a reference point. It is not an imbalance. Just for a quick refresher, it's a resistance it's a resistance or support level, or a bearish or bullish institutional reference point. And I got the resistance or support, bearish or bullish in there because you can have a bearish instance of it and you can have a bullish instance of it. I will not repeat that anymore because that was a mouthful for any other videos. Let's move on. Now, just a refresher, this is Lil Timmy Rogers' understanding of it. If you want to see ICT's explanation of it, you can go visit his mitigation block video and his core content, or you can go back to the mitigation block video in the lingo playlist that I did, and it has ICT's exact definition of it from his slide, right? This is my interpretation of that, just as a recap for anybody who wanted to skip the lingo part and come straight to the price action part. Here it is. Let's read it together. A mitigation block. Price sets a high or low, right? In this instance, a low, right? Well, no, in this instance, it's setting a high. All right, so price sets a high or low at A, right? Price pullbacks or rallies is got, both sides of it, and makes a low or high at B. So it sets a high, then pull back and makes a low at B, right? Then it rallies or pulls back, but the high at, I ain't gonna be saying the low and all that, that's too much. Rallies, but the high at C does not break the low at the high at A, right? So it makes a high, come down, makes a low. Then when it rallies, this high does not break that high. That's the first clue. Is going to be a mitigation block. Then it has a breaking market structure that qualifies for the price leg from B to C as a mitigation block. So you set a high, you make a low. This high does not break that high. Then it has a heavy distribution down and gets a breaking market structure right there, right? The last down close candle in this instance, or up close for the other way around, that right there is your entry point for the mitigation block. You'll be looking at a last down close candle or up close candle as a mitigation block. I know I probably chewed that up, but let's move on. Now, here we go. In this instance, we're looking for a bullish mitigation block. Take your time and look and see if you can see one. Looking at the highs and the lows, we're going to be looking at the highs and the lows. Look for an instance where the price set a high, came down, made a low, right? Then when it made a high, you know, all that there. Looking for, I'm gonna give you a clue. It's somewhere in this area right over here. See if you can find it before I put the lipstick on the charts. Okay, pause the video. That's long enough. Ready? Here we go. Boop. So there you go. We're looking at it. The price rallies, right? The price. Now notice this right here. This is very important. This is where you really want to be looking for the bullish mitigation block, right? Number one says price starts to rally from a discount market, right? It starts to rally from a discount market. Whenever you looking to buy it, I'm getting more into the strategy part of it, so I'm gonna save that for later, right? So just remember, price starts to rally from a discount market, right? And then you see it says price, the price leg from this high, right? Meaning coming from this high, this price leg here does not break this low. So you came up, you set the high, you came down, right? This high, this low does not break that low, because that's your low at A, your high at B, your low at C, right? This low does not break that low, right? First indication that it's a mitigation block. Then it dilly-dallies for all of this time, and then all of a sudden, boop, you got your breaking market structure right there. So you're going to be looking for what? Since it's a bullish, right? It's a bullish. You're going to be looking for the last up close candle over here at the breaking market structure right there, right? So see if you can pick it out before I put it on the screen. Did you pause it? Did you guess it? Did you pause it? Did you guess it? Boop, there you go. You got it right. I ain't got no sound effects, but that's your bullish mitigation block. Let's go back over it one more time just in case I confused anybody, right? So coming back, right? Price is rallying from a discount market, right? It's making lows, making highs, making lows, making highs, right? It makes a low, significant low, right? It rallies from that low and it makes a high, right? So it makes a low at A, right? Pulls up, makes a high at B, right? Comes down, makes a low at C that does not break the low at A, right? And then it eventually rallies and makes a breaking market structure. And all of that looks like this, right? You came up, here's your low at A, right? Price makes a high at B, comes down, makes a low at C, right? That does not break the low at A, and then eventually rallies up, creating a breaking market structure. And then that's your mitigation block, because this price leg did not break that low. That's your bullish mitigation block. Now, let's move on to the bearish mitigation block, right? So take a minute, pause it. If you need to, go try to see if you can find the bearish mitigation block. I'm going to keep moving, because the longer I wait for you to do it, the longer the video get. So just pause it and see if you can find it, right? Give you a clue. It's somewhere in this area over here, right? You paused it. Here we go. Boop. There you go. Price moves to a premium market. Now you're in a premium market, right? You moved up to a premium market, right? 2, the price leg from this low right here does not break this high right here. Then price breaks lower, creating that breaking market structure right there. Price came down, created that breaking market structure. Now, this one is a little teeny tiny mitigation block. When there be a teeny tiny body on there, I like to either include the entire body, the entire candle, or just use the bigger candle right next to it if it's engulfed inside of it, right? So, boop, there's your last down close candle is your mitigation block, because it's a bearish mitigation block, right? Let's go back one more time in case I lost anybody on that, right? So price is moving up. You've come into a premium market, right? Price is coming to a premium market, right? So you're going down, you make that high right there. That's your high, right? You come down and you make a low right there. That's your low, right? It rallies back. This high does not break that high right there, right? And then price sells off. Boop. So from this low to that high, it doesn't break that. Price sells off and creates a break in market structure right there. And there's your bearish mitigation block right there. Can you see it without the lipstick? Let's put the lipstick back on. Boop. Can you see it now? No lipstick with lipstick. No lipstick with lipstick. And then there's your bearish mitigation block right there. Now, hopefully I did not confuse anyone. Please rewind it as many times as you need to get the understanding of it. And now that you see how to find a bullish mitigation block and a bearish mitigation block and price action, go back and just back test to your heart's content to find as many instances of mitigation blocks that you can on all time frames, and then start to look for them in day-to-day price action to better your way of finding them, if you will. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just want to appreciate. I just want to say thank y'all for pulling up for another episode of Mama I Want to Trade. Hey, hey. And I'll see y'all in the next video, man. I'm gone.